Welcome to our YouTube channel. We're back with some more truth decoding. My name is Juan Antonio.
And mine's Desmond Nettles.
And we're here to discuss about sympathy. Sympathy. Elaborate on that.
All right. We're going to talk about sympathy, but we're also going to mention empathy, but we're mainly on sympathy and what the values of it is. It's what a person has typically, it allows you to see what they're going through, and empathy is more of the inside one. Take over that.
Well, sympathy is more about,
Add-on.
It's more about feeling openness, basically expressing yourself for real, but being comfortable expressing it. And a lot of people, they like to bottle up their feelings because they think it's wrong to express their feelings, or they think somebody's not gonna understand them. But that's where empathy plays a major role, because some people have empathy where they can actually understand what the person is going through. But some people feel like they're alone in the world and everything, and nobody understands their pain. But with sympathy and empathy, somebody can definitely walk in your shoes and understand, because they're looking at that point of view.
And as far as sympathy, it kind of, that's the first part. So when you go into sympathy mode, you're kind of walking in their shoes. But then if you can add in empathy, they play a big role. There's a lot of things, a lot of emotions you can put together to understand something thoroughly, and then create in your mind to feel it. Now don't go into delusional mode to where you're going into things that they didn't even talk about. Just go into reality and think about what that person's saying, and walk in their shoes. Typically, the mind is very good at creating things. And like, I'm a Pisces, and I dream. So let's say I'm thinking of somebody in Africa, and in Africa I can piece together what their typical day consists of, and then I can start feeling them and compare them to myself based off sympathy and empathy. And sympathy is kind of where it begins. It allows me to see what their surroundings are. What we see a picture, bam, we can go into theory mode. I guarantee you 80% of the time, we're going to be probably right. An assumption, 80% of our assumptions are right, because we're human. We know what we know what's going to happen next, because there's a lot of patterns in life. So
and our thoughts actually play a major role on our emotions, because our thoughts drive our emotions, good or bad, negative or positive. And our thoughts have power, or like whatever you think about, it can manifest into the reality of the world. So if you are optimistic or pessimistic, whether you're a realist, you're going through a situation and you just take it as it is, but you have that optimistic attitude where you still have hope, where you don't really see as clear, but you have hope that it could happen and it's possible, because anything's possible if you put your mind to it, like they said. So yeah, nothing's impossible. You just gotta put your mind to it.
And another thing that's key is, let's say I'm in an argument with somebody. If they lost sympathy for me and I'm saying something, even if they have full empathy, they're not going to be able to walk into the story I'm speaking about. So therefore, the argument is closed. I'm speaking for no reason. And what's key to that is we have to have patience. Patience allows us to sit back and walk these steps through sympathy and empathy to analyze that person, listen with your heart and your mind. It's not, you've got to put them together. And then doing this, it takes a lot of practice. So if you have to slow down the argument, if you're in a relationship, or you're talking to your mom, or anybody, really anybody, you're talking to a stranger, you have to sit and analyze what they're saying. Yeah, it takes time, depending on what you're speaking of. But after you get good at it, you can ideas quick. Then you start doing it in your head real quick. And then it becomes instant. The more you tie in with your heart and mind, the more powerful you get, the more emotions you grow. You start absorbing everybody. And this is a key thing. That's why we're talking about sympathy. It's a key thing, because it allows you to really walk into somebody's shoes. That's what we're saying. And the patience is key when you're conversating. So if you miss something somebody has said, or your pride's in the way or whatever, slow down. Repeat back what they say. Say, is this what you're thoroughly saying? And a lot of people don't do that. Now, once you get good at it, some people, I'm gonna mention this. When you get really good at it, you literally are way up here, and that it's not literally you're up here. You're just stronger, and that other person can't keep up. So what's occurring is
Thank you.
So what's occurring is you're literally flying in your mind while they're down here and they're trying to listen, but your emotions, you're at a higher level. Your emotions are pushing them, so you have to slow down for them. If you're way up here and you're in the zone and they're just hopping into the conversation like a comedy, if you're just hopping in, that wasn't that funny of a joke, and the person next to you laughing because they catered with something in the beginning of the comedy. So you have to get into the zone. If I'm playing the game, boom, I can snap into the zone in a second. If Juan here, when he gets into the ring, boom, he can snap into the zone boxing in a second. Me, I just started, it takes me time, but then our minds grow, they become, if you're playing piano, whatever you're doing, bam, I can hop into the zone on the piano sometimes I can't. So that's what we gotta look at, that's the value of sympathy and stuff, like, or patience, I should say, and then getting good at something. Kind of just went in on speed talking.
Well, patience, it's just taking the time to breathe and relax. Stabilizing every single thing. Stabilizing your mind, your emotions, and your body. That's what patience is. Because a lot of people like to rush in this world, and they're all impatient. They just don't have the patience to wait. They all just want to go without taking any patience to understand anything. So how you gonna get anywhere if you ever take the patience to slow things down and get some clarity on what you need to do? So patience definitely plays a major key in being successful or in anything, love, anything like that. Because how you gonna grow further in love if you don't have the patience to go through those situations, those issues and stuff like that, and learn from your mistakes and just grow as a person, personal development and everything. You need patience for all that. Because if you don't have no patience, then you might not even grow. You might be stagnant and not even grow at all. And
that's like with the patience, that's where sympathy comes in. With patience, sympathy, and then empathy. And it can go in another order. You might have so much care for that person where your sympathy calms you down because you love them or you care so much that you'll have patience to understand. And that's key. Like Juan was saying, patience, and key next to it is sympathy, and you got to use that to conversate. That's it's the power of a conversation or a debate. Definitely a debate. Get real good at debating. Speeds the mind up too after you get good at it. And you got to slow down when you're talking to specific people, kids and precise, but that covers it pretty much. We might hit another video on this maybe later on when we dig into some other categories.
I was going to say this. Everybody learns at a different rate. So some people may learn fast, some people may learn slow. I learn kind of slow, but I actually understand it faster. But what I'm saying when I say I learn slow is I actually take my time to actually analyze the wisdom that is being mentioned to me or something like that. Always take the time to analyze it, because therefore you'll get understanding, and therefore you'll have knowledge, and that knowledge will turn to wisdom.
And in a sense, this is what he's saying right here, is you can be the turtle and the rabbit at the same time, but you got to start off as the turtle, and then as you grow, you're the turtle and rabbit. It sounds crazy, they ain't put that story together yet. Maybe we'll make a story of that. But eventually you become two, and you're slow and fast, and typically you're real fast inside. It's confusing, but slow on the outside. You're doing Kung Fu, you're really slow on the outside. You don't know it because your mind's already way ahead. It's already over here, over there, over here, over there, and you're just like very slow on the outside. You're turtle on the outside, rabbit on the inside. That's how it really initially works. We haven't broke down that story. We'll probably get that on another YouTube video, but sympathy plays a big role. If I'm in a Kung Fu fight, I have to have sympathy. I have to walk his shoes in order to find his gaps. And I can use my empathy to control his insides. A lot of people don't believe that spiritual stuff, but go check out the Rice videos. We don't have them. I mean, we can make one. But there's Rice videos where they love rice, hate rice. Boom. The emotions is real. This flow of energy in the air is real.
Speaking about rice, I'm ready to use some Chinese.
Yeah.
So that pretty much sums it up for the daily topic of today: sympathy and thoughts. Basically, the mind and the heart coming together as one. But yeah, Truth Decoders, it was fun talking to y'all. Hope y'all gather, grasp this information and everything. I hope it's useful. Maybe you can apply it to your own life somehow. But, I'm ready to take off. Go eat this Chinese food.
Yeah.
So, peace, love, and harmony.
Peace out, y'all.